I'm Kayla, the booktube turtle, and today I'm doing the rapid fire book tag. So I saw this tag done by Scientist's Reading World. I will link his video in the description box below. And so after seeing that video, I decided that I wanted to do this tag. And it's kind of been on my tags list for a while and I just haven't gotten around to it. So that's what we're doing today. So I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible and not stop and explain myself, because that's not the point of this tag. We're supposed to be rapid here. And I feel like I might have trouble with that, but we'll see. So question 1 is hardback or paperback? Hardback. Ebooks or physical copies? Both. I enjoy both equally. Because God, see, I'm already over here trying to explain myself. But I like having a physical book, but I also like having books on my phone that is just always with me. I can take them wherever I want. It's great. So I like both equally. Secondhand or new copies? New copies, but I do get books from the library a lot, so I guess that would be considered secondhand. Audiobooks or nah? Yes, audiobooks. I very much enjoy audiobooks, especially when I'm cooking or cleaning or doing something just that doesn't need your thinking, that doesn't need words. I can't, what am I doing? Why am I explaining this? Yes, audiobooks. Do you cover buy? No. If I see a pretty cover and I'm just ooh, that's a pretty cover, I will go investigate the book, see what it's about, what other people think about it, before I actually buy it. I don't just buy because the cover looks cool. I want to make sure I'm actually gonna like the book, and then I'll buy it. What is the first book you ever read? Ever? When I was a small child? Because, I don't know. A book that I was obsessed with when I was little was called 10 Little Ladybugs. We'll go with that. What is the last book you finished? Raybearer. What is the last series you finished? Darkest Shade of Magic? That trilogy might have been the last one that I finished. What is the last book you bought? Probably A Darker Shade of Magic. What's your favorite genre? Listen, I'll read pretty much anything, mostly YA of multiple genres. Dystopian, sci-fi, fantasy, contemporary, you name it, I'm there. I mean, there are some things that I don't really read very often, historical fiction or horror, thriller kind of stuff. I don't read very often, but I'm pretty much down to read whatever. What is your favorite book in that genre? I just named off 50 genres. Okay, so my favorite dystopian series is Rite of Rejection by Sarah Negovich. What genre do you never reach for? Non-fiction, if that counts as a genre. I hardly ever read non-fiction things. Do you read poetry? Not really. Popular science? I'm not sure what this means, but I'm gonna go with no, because does that mean scientific journals? Middle grade, yes. What's your favorite bookish item? This right here, which is also right there. What's your current bookmark? Sticky notes. I use sticky notes. They just slap them in there. Yeah. What's the strangest object you've used as a bookmark? Myself. I have put my arms in books before and just kind of carried them if I needed to go get something or go do something really fast, and I'm just I don't have a bookmark, so we're just gonna use myself. Book jackets or nah? Yes, book jackets, but not while I'm reading. I love book jackets and I like taking them off and seeing what's underneath, but I don't like to read with them on because then I'm just it's gonna get messed up. Who's your fictional boyfriend? I'm Arrow Ace and I do not have one. I ship characters with each other, but not with myself. I just I feel like people ask who's your book boyfriend? I can't make myself do that. Favorite book couple? God, there's so many. How am I supposed to pick somebody? There's a million. I don't know. I like everybody. Favorite book villain? God, I had all these what's your favorite? You want me to pick a favorite? I don't know this one either. I'm stressed. Favorite book friendship. Oh my god. Favorite friendship. Favorite. Can I say Inej and Nina from Six of Crows? That's what we're gonna go with. Series, trilogies, or standalone books. All of the above. I feel like books should be however many books they need to be to tell their story. Weird reading habit. Sometimes I spoil myself on purpose. Not as much with books, but with TV shows. I have done it with books though. If something is just like really stressing me out or making me very anxious, it literally, honestly, like helps me to know ahead of time what's gonna happen, because then I know, and it doesn't like really take away from my reading experience, I feel like. But like I said, I don't do that as much with books. It's more with TV shows, but I have done it with books. What's your favorite book adaptation? Shadow and Bone. That TV show was amazing. I watched it so many times. Such a good adaptation. Film adaptations or TV adaptations. It depends. I'm usually going to say TV adaptations because I feel like you have more time to develop the story and the characters. But film adaptations do usually work pretty well if it's adapting like a contemporary book versus like fantasy or sci-fi or dystopian or something like that. What book needs an adaptation? A Darker Shade of Magic. That trilogy was so good. It was so good. And if they could just have a little TV show, that'd be great. Favorite book world? I mean, the largest book world I've read is, what is that? The Mortal Instruments, Shadowhunter universe world books, yes. So I guess we're gonna go with that one because there's just like so much to it and there's like so much to explore. Favorite writing style? What does that mean? I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty much down to read whatever. I mean, there are certain authors like writing styles that I just don't click with, but like most of the time I mean I just read a book and I'm like, you write however you want to write. What's a book that you love that people don't know about? I love a lot of books that I have edited that aren't published yet, so people don't know about them, and I wish that they did so I could talk about them, but I can't. What's a popular book that you hated? Hate is a strong word. I don't like a lot of John Green's books that I have tried to read, like other than The Fault in Our Stars, but I like still personally kind of think that the movie was better. That might be, that's an unpopular opinion, I feel like, but yeah, I mean, yeah, his books just like don't work with me. Not to say that they aren't like good, because like obviously millions of people love them. It's just not something that I enjoy. Favorite childhood reads, The Mysterious Benedict Society, and that other Harry Potter, which is not good these days, but you know, it was still like a big part of my childhood. What's a book that changed your life? Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. This book was everything to me the first time I read it, and it's still everything to me every time I reread it. What book did you hate at school? I honestly don't know, because like okay, when I was in high school, I was in like this really small program that was like math and science based. It was a whole thing. We did high school in 2 years and then went to like a community college for 2 years and got like associate's degrees while we were still in high school. It was a whole thing, but it was very focused on math and science, and like we did have like the other subjects that you have to be able to graduate, but like we weren't very focused on like English stuff. So like we would have like summer reading and it would be like, okay, here's a list of books, pick 2 and then like write a paper on them. So like I didn't hate anything that I read because like I picked what I wanted to read. So yeah. A feel-good book, Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. they're just so happy and fluffy, and it's great. A book that makes you cry, Eliza and Her Monsters, also autobiography, makes me cry every time I read it. And Eliza and Her Monsters, which I know I've talked about a lot lately, I feel like, but it's so good and it definitely makes me cry. What's your favorite reading snack? I don't really snack while I read. I mean, not that I don't eat. I do eat while I read, but it's not necessarily like I have like a go-to snack. It's like, oh, I'm eating lunch, let's take my book and, you know, read that while I'm eating. So it's kind of like whatever I happen to be eating, I sometimes also have a book with me. What's your favorite reading position? In bed. I like sitting in bed, leaning up against my pillows. It's a great time. Natural light or lamplight? Both. Outside or inside? Also both. I do like reading outside, but then sometimes, like right now, it's so hot outside. It's like 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's so hot outside that I'm like, I cannot stay out here. I'm dying. So it really just depends on the situation, but I do enjoy reading outside, but I do probably mostly read inside. Breaking the cover or keeping it smooth? Keeping it smooth. Yeah. Do you read in other languages? I wish, but I don't speak other languages, unfortunately. What book series do you want to finish this year? Throne of Glass. I want to finish this series so I can just be done with it because I haven't read the last book and I just want to get there. What book release are you most excited about right now? I don't even know what books are coming out this year. My own book. Can I say my own book? My book comes out in November and I'm very excited, also very stressed, but mostly excited just because so many people keep asking me like, when's book 2 coming? And for so long I was just like, I don't know, but now I do know. November 23rd, 2021 is when my book is coming out. But yeah, for like, I don't know, I feel like I don't follow release dates much. I just read whatever I feel like reading. I am excited for the third Chain of Gold book, Chain of Thorns, is that what it's called? The third book in the Last book in the Last Hours trilogy, which was supposed to come out in March, but then it got pushed, so it's gonna be a while, but I am excited for that to be released. Do you have a favorite book influencer? Like booktuber? I mean, I watch a lot of booktubers. Yeah, I mean, favorite like big booktuber, I mean, I obviously like love Christine from Pull & Bananas Books and the whole like little Booksplosion group. And I really like everybody, all like the smaller booktubers that I recently found and connected with and become friends with. Do you have a channel, blog, or social media feed? Yes, I have all the social medias. They're always linked in the description. I also have a website which is always linked in the description. So yeah, I'm all around. And finally, I tag anyone who wants to do this tag. So yeah, that was a lot. I don't know how long this was because my camera kept like overheating and like turning itself off, so I'm not sure how long this raw footage is, but hopefully this was not too long. And I feel like I was rapid for most of it, maybe. See, I just really like to talk and explain my decisions. Okay, that's it for this video. Feel free to comment down below what you thought of my answers, what you would answer for some of these questions, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.